So the first half will be like a power class, a lot of movement, a lot of vinyasa, a lot of flow, and then like a lot of sweat going. And then the second half will be more restorative. So we'll hold the poses for a little longer. It won't be like a yin class, but it'll be a more restorative class. So if you have any props, if you have blocks or pillows or anything else that you might want to grab before you start, or straps or whatever you need. I'm going to be practicing along you guys today, which is not normally how I teach, but looking to move myself today. So I will be doing the poses along with you. Let's start off in child's pose. Create your foundation here by pressing your hands down into the mat, spreading your fingers wide, and pressing into the L shape between your pointer finger and your thumb, and then each and every knuckle. So you almost have a space underneath your palm. Then press the tops of your feet down into the mat. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Now the next breath in through your nose, and then out through your nose. Breathe in. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Take whatever movement you need here in your first down dog of the day, most likely. But keep the foundation of your hands, your feet, your big toe mound pressed into the mat, and hugging into your core. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your feet to your hands. Just let everything hang loose here. Your neck if you need to, or your knees or your hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, bring your feet together. Rise up, extended mountain, look up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. High to low, push up. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Soften your knees and your elbows, your joints as much as you need to send your tailbone up to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look between your hands, step or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Breathe out, fold over. Extended mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Elbows straight back, up dog. Breathe in. Downward dog, breathe out. 3 breaths here. When you fully exhale out, look forward, step or jump. Halfway lift, fold. Press down in your feet to lift up, extended mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Pull the pit of your belly in toward your spine to engage your core. Take a deep breath in and out. Jump forward. Halfway lift, fold, Chair pose. Press into your heels, the center of your heels. Sit lower. Breathe in. Breathe out, fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. To down dog. Step your right foot to your right hand, warrior one. Look up to come up. Look back down at your mat, place your hands, chaturanga. Look a little forward. Up dog, breathe in, look straight ahead. Down dog, breathe out, look towards the back of your mat. Go on the other side, left side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. And put your gaze on one spot towards the back of your mat. Resist the urge to wander around the room, or your thoughts around what you need to do later on today, and just focus on the back of your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step or jump forward. Gonna flow. Thunderbolt. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, right side. Plant your feet, create your foundation, your feet to come up. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Hug in. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Turn the inner ankles back. And press your heels down to send your hips up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Thunderbolt, chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Go again on the right side. Flow through, right side, warrior one. Chaturanga to up dog to down dog, and then to the left. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Raise your right leg. Flip over your dog. Or you can stay in three-leg dog. If you want more restorative, open up your hips. If you flipped your dog, press your feet down to lift up. High plank. Side plank, right side down, right hand down, left arm up. From here, express out. Maybe lift the leg or do tree pose, or you could just press into your heels to lift your hips. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Raise your left leg, flip your dog, or you could do 3-leg on the side. Could be the same or different. Lift and spread your toes, no matter where you are. High plank to side plank on the left. Left hand down, right hand up. Pull the front ribs in. Breathe in. Breathe out, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Crescent lunge. Press into your left hamstring. Add some effort there to soften your right knee and bring it over your right ankle. Inhale your hands to heart center. Exhale, twist to the right. Breathe in, bring the crown of your head towards the top of your mat. Breathe out, twist at the low ribs. Inhale, warrior two. Drishti gaze over your middle finger. Breathe in, bring the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Breathe out, bring your knee over your front knee over your front ankle. Breathe in. Breathe out, extended side angle. Put your elbow on your knee, or you can bring a block to the outside of your foot. Breathe in. Breathe out, chaturanga. Up dog to down dog. Left side crescent lunge. Bring the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button. Even out the hips so you can bring your knee forward even more. Inhale your hands to heart. Exhale, twist to the left. Breathe in, warrior two. Breathe out, come even forward, more forward. Whew, haven't practiced Untitled in a while. Learn and do it to our restorative flows. Fun stuff on a Monday morning. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Spread your fingers wide. If your fingers are down on a block, just push it into your fingertips. Spread both hands wide. Breathe in. Breathe out, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Look forward, step or jump. Your hands, your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold over. Chair pose. Hands to your heart. Twist to the right. Back to center. Twist to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out, fingers to toes, forward fold. So grab your big toes with your peace fingers. And then a generous bend in your knees and your elbows. gorilla pose. So slide your hands under your feet up to your wrist creases. Hug in, skin to muscle to bone. Crow pose or malasana, yogi squat, your choice. Charles just sighed. I thought he was going to go to malasana. Always fun to do yoga with somebody else right next to you. Again, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Look forward, bring your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold over. Chair pose. And then from here, go to eagle on the right. So right leg over, right arm under. Switch sides. Set your gaze straight ahead. You can bring your elbows up to your chest. Switch sides. Last eagle switch. Extended mountain. Standing leg raise on the right. So grab your right knee or your right big toe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open up to the right, look to the left. Exhale, stay. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, go back, airplane pose. Soften your left knee to raise up your right leg. Half moon. Forward fold. Rise up. Standing leg raise on the left. Whew. Open up to the left, look to the right. Your gaze over your right thumb. Flex both feet, even the raised one. Come back to center. Airplane pose. Half moon. If your hand is down on the floor, block. Be intentional, just pressing your fingertips on the ground or a block. Flex your left foot. Forward fold. Dancer on the right. Listen for your breath. Switch sides. Inhale, dancer on the left. tree pose on the right. And you can like play around with this a little bit, maybe close your eyes or look up, look back. Switch sides. Change your arm variation. Breathe in, extended mountain. Breathe out, fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward dog. To downward dog. Right side triangle pose. Press down into all four corners of your feet. Use that pressing action to lift up through your spine. Press down, inhale, come up. Exhale, side facing, wide leg forward fold. Hands on your hips or in a bind behind your back. Press a little forward into your big toe mounds. Come to a little bit of an edge here. Press down, come up. Namaste, front facing, forward fold, pyramid pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, twisting triangle. Left hand down, right arm up. Press your hips towards the back of your mat. Straight back. Breathe in. Breathe out, chaturanga. And flow through to the other side, triangle. Yasa all the way through. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, twist. Inhale, come up. Exhale, goddess pose. So bring your feet facing both sides of front and back of your mat. Knees out. Might look a little different for everybody depending on how tight your hips are. Any arm variation you want. Inhale, come up. Exhale, namaste. Front facing, forward fold, pyramid on the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, twisting triangle. Breathe in. Breathe out, twist. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. To down dog. And come to your knees for camel. One camel this morning. You bring your shoulders up to your ears and shoulder blades straight back towards your spine to go back, pressing into your thighs. Press into your thighs to come up. And let's go right into bridge. So bring your legs through for bridge. Bring your feet as close to your butt as you can get them to go up. Press down to lift up. And come down. And then I'm going to do 1 minute, your choice, bridges or bridges to wheels, whatever it looks like for you, for 1 minute. So you can go bridge to wheel or stay in bridge, stay in supported bridge. Really press into your feet to lift you up. About 30 more seconds. And come down, Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Keep your eyes open at your ceiling. Feel your breath, your hand and your heart and your belly. Dead bug or happy baby. Put your legs straight up, your shoulders off the mat, and drop your right leg to a hover. Crunch up to your left leg using your core for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. 10, 9, 8. Press to your feet. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up for boat pose, Navasana. Hug in, center line. Breathe, Ujjayi breath. And rock and roll back and forth. Come to tabletop. Shoulders over wrists. We're gonna do some cats and cows. So we're gonna do about a minute of cats and cows. So inhale, cow. Drop your belly, look up. Exhale, cat. Round your back. Just do this for about a minute on your own. Inhaling the cow, exhaling the cat. Finish your last set. And then come back to a neutral position. Inhale, raise your right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle through. So press your right arm goes through, your left hand goes in front of you. Depending on how tight your shoulders are, it might look a little different. You can add a block or a bolster if you need to. And come back to a neutral tabletop. Then your inhale, lift your left arm. Exhale, thread the needle through. And keep a drishti gaze here at one point, even if it's softer, even if you want to close your eyes, keep an internal gaze. Focus on that point rather than letting your mind wander. Come back to a tabletop. And let's take lizard pose on the right. So step your right foot to your right hand. And then your hands on the inner, your hands the left side of your right foot. And tuck your back toes. And then you can stay here. You can lift your leg if you want a little deeper, more intense stretch. Or you can also turn your toes of your right foot to about 2 o'clock and come onto the outside edge of your foot. And then from here, you can lay on a block, go down to the mat. Just feel the stretch in your right hip and your right glute. Lately, I've been out of my routine. And this week, I really got intentional about putting in the pillars, gaze, breath, foundation, tapas, heat, and flow, vinyasa, back into both my workouts and into my daily routine. And I realized how important they are, not just to like my yoga practice as I move through, but also to my life, like how much it adds to the quality of my life. And when one of those things is missing, everything seems a little off. You could switch sides, lizard, whatever variation you choose on the left. And if you're going to do the deeper stretch on the left, just come around to about 10 o'clock to the outside edge of your foot and then go down on your arms. And so where can you like look to see what may be missing out of those pillars, out of your practice or your life, or where you might sometimes have too much of one and not a balance of the others? And what would that look like for you if you put them back in? Double pigeon or half pigeon on the right. So double pigeon is where you bring your right foot parallel to the left side of your mat and go forward. Tuck your back toes, or sit and bring your right foot up to your right knee or on a block. And if you're doing double pigeon, you can stay with a straight spine or bend at the hips forward. I see cattails. Or is the cat throwing the cat cow? I love watching people's pets and children run around during yoga now. It's my entertainment. And switch sides, either half pigeon or double pigeon on the left. Frog pose. You can also do a frog up a wall if you like. You have a wall accessible to you. What Charles is just about to do. I'm jealous. I've got the wall today. There's not a lot of free walls in my house. This is what I've learned from doing yoga at home. You're in frog. Lift the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button so you can send your hips back towards your ankles. You could put a block or a pillow or something under your chest or under your head. We're going to be here for a few minutes. And slowly press up out of frog. There's no graceful way to do it. And it comes into single leg extension on the right. So your right leg straight out, your left leg, your left foot, the heel of your left foot pressing into your right thigh. And then you can bend your knee as much as you need to, because it's not really a hamstring stretch. You're releasing your low back. So inhale, lift the crown of your head forward. Exhale. Sorry, kind of crown your head up. Exhale, bend forward. And grab your foot, or you can grab your ankle, your calf. But feel the release in your low back rather than in your hamstring. And if you feel your shoulders going up towards your ears, you might need to move your hands back a little bit. Or bend your knee more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, switch sides. One side might be a little tighter than the other. It probably is. Inhale, come up. Exhale, both feet forward, seated forward fold. Inhale, come up. Reverse tabletop or reverse plank. This is reverse plank. Or you put your feet under you on the mat, reverse tabletop. Lift and spread your toes, whatever variation you're in. Engage the feet. And then come down to fish pose. So press into your forearms to come on top of the crown of your head. Press the chest up. You could do some lion's breath here. Open up your mouth, wiggle your tongue. Some of those tapas, some of that heat go. And this is the only pose I can think of in Baptiste Power Yoga where you point your toes. So if you want to point your toes. And you've got about 2 to 3 minutes to do an inversion of your choice. You could do a headstand, handstand, shoulder stand. If you want to move from shoulder to plow to ear pinning pose, or you could just do shoulder stand, or you could just do hips on a block or legs up a wall. Just be intentional in pressing into your heels, flexing your feet, whatever you choose. But if you do shoulder stand, you can just flow through together poses if you want on your own breath and your own movement. And I'll just tell you when you have about a minute left. About a minute to go. And start to come down to your back, moving any props you have underneath of you. Bring your knees into your chest. And then bring them to the right side, supine twist. Look left. And come back to center. Bring your legs over to the left. Look to the right, supine twist. And come back to center. Supta Baddha Konasana. This time, bring your arms overhead. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Breathe in. Fill all the way up so you can't take in any more air. And then let it out. Relax your arms and legs, Shavasana. Start to bring some movement back into your body. Maybe wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, roll your wrists or ankles. And then come to a side of your choosing in the fetal position, or put your feet flat on your mat. A few more restorative breaths here. And then come up to a seat facing your camera. Your hands to your heart. We'll conclude the practice with one Om together. Breathe in. Bring your hands up to your forehead center. We bow together. Say namaste. Thank you, everybody. I can unmute you, or you can unmute yourself if you want. Thanks for joining me today. That was fun. Just reminders for those of you who are first responders, no first responders, or frontline workers. I have an organization called the Courageous Warrior Coalition, which is what meeting is hosted by. And we're at courageouswarriorcoalition.org. And there's a bunch of free resources. It's geared towards first responders and frontline workers, but there's a bunch of free resources. I don't sit there and monitor who does them and then pass it on. We're really trying to expand. And that's the hardest part right now of growth. So if you know any frontline workers or first responders, share the website and the social media pages with them, I'd really appreciate it.